Hey guys, Effie here. Today I'm going to show you how I made the colorful card on the left side using our City Buildings Cling background stamp and our Pyrotechnics stamp set. Our City Buildings stamp is a 6x6 red rubber cling stamp, so it has that smart cushion behind that red rubber. So all you need to do is peel that protective paper off temporarily and then just mount it onto a 6x6 acrylic block or stamp positioning tool. I'm using my Misty for today's project. After I mounted it onto the door of my Misty, I stamped an A2 size panel using our Caviar hybrid ink, which is Copic friendly. Now I'm just going to color in the entire image using several Copic markers. I'm going to make sure I put the cap next to my project so that you can see which colors I'm using. Once I finished coloring in my panel, I trimmed the panel about 1/8 of an inch on the right and left sides because I'm going to mount this on a side folding A2 card base. But before I actually adhere that panel, I cut 2 strips of our yellow or gold holographic adhesive paper. After I cut the strips, I just adhered them right onto the sides of my card base, making sure to leave a little bit of white space at the edges so that there's a little bit of interest. After I applied the holographic strips to my card base, I adhered my colored panel right onto the base. For today's project, I'll also be using our basic banner stamp set. Specifically, I'm using the scroll banner from the set and the coordinating die. So I just laid the coordinating die face down onto my colored panel first. I kind of positioned it near the center, but a little bit more towards the top edge of the card, and then I die cut the banner right through the panel and face of the card base. Then I stamped the banner and sentiment right onto the banner die cut, and then I adhered that die cut right through the window into the inner portion of my card. Now I'm going to take my Pyrotechnics set and stamp a trio of fireworks inside the card, because the front of the card is somewhat simple, because all we did was just stamp that City Buildings image and then colored everything in with the Copic markers. I didn't really embellish too much, so I wanted to jazz up the inside of my card. For all of my embossing, I'm using glitter embossing powders. For the first trio of fireworks, I use gold glitter embossing powder by Ranger, and then for these red little bursts, I use the red glitter embossing powder from Ranger as well. Then for the two larger bursts, I used silver glitter embossing powder from Zing. I wanted to make some more masculine sets for today's project. I actually did two variations of this card. I also made a black and white version where I just stamped the city buildings, but I didn't color it in, and this made a great Father's Day card. The inside was stamped or rather embossed with just silver glitter embossing powder. So these make great masculine cards because the city buildings and pyrotechnic stamps are more gender neutral than some of the other stamps in our collection. So I hope you all enjoyed today's card and video. As always, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.